Fuck her hard till we stumbling. Yo, come when I rap when she coming in. I jumping in out of doing jumping jacks. Skeet it out right where you bunning it. Sucking me loose in the culling it. She for young gunner with confidence. Breakfast, she got me meat loving it. Eat on the plate like turkey. Give me that pussy, I'm stuffing it. Put it deep right where your stomach it. Open up, why let me come in it. I just keep ringing, I'ma be ringing your line once again. I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again. Her pussy leaking, I'm pulling up, I wanna make love again. She wanna pop a few, we on them love drugs again. Pop a few beanies, I wanna take the shit up once again. I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again. Her pussy leaking, I'm pulling up, I wanna make love again. She wanna pop a few, we on them love drugs again. Sassy, I got me a feeling neat. Fucking on the beach in Bimini. We ain't had the insecurities. Got you on, I'm your security. This cat playing game, they ain't kidding me. I'm back pushing P, I mean seriously. I hit it, I spend at least 10 a week. For me good, give me good energy. I can imagine you missing me. I had to switch up the frequency. Half of these bitches, I hit at least. Been through all them, but a New Guinea. But when we speak, it's Swahili. She wanna go to Waikiki. I flew to Miami, hit Kiki. I just keep ringing, I'ma be ringing your line once again. I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again. Her pussy leaking, I'm pulling up, I wanna make love again. She wanna pop a few, we on them love drugs again. Pop a few beanies, I wanna take the shit up once again. I done been drinking, I was just thinking, when we gon' fuck again. Her pussy leaking, I'm pulling up, I wanna make love again. She wanna pop a few, we on them love drugs again.
Today, we're going to talk about college football and NFL look-ahead lines, MLB winners for tonight, and let's cash the squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Bro, you're doing trick shot home runs from, by the way, a former Ray who couldn't hit shit. Now the Orioles got him. Now he's fucking Barry Bonds. Doing trick shot home runs, dudes, and you can't even get within 10 games of 500, but you can do trick shot home runs. Never seen that before in my life. That's the most Orioles shit I've ever seen. How is Aaron Judge, the face of the league, Captain America, hopping on a plane before the game even ends? That doesn't make sense when it rattles around in my brain. To be honest, that pisses me off. There's actually no way. Unbelievable rage bait. Was that a targeted attack? Why were there 20 people at once coming in?
Pretty good, you guys, not gonna lie.
I think I found somebody involved in baseball I hate more than Aaron Judge. This guy right here, this geezer who thinks he's playing left field. Worse than a Disney adult. 4 straight years, Jovan. Look at this one. This one got overturned because he's diving over he almost fell on the field. What a loser. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 763 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you are not tracking your bets on Bookit, what are you waiting for? Start tracking your bets today on the best bet tracking app out there by far on the App Store or Google Play. Do me a favor, hurry up, go. Sprint to the App Store or Google Play and download Bookit for me. Use promo code BOOKIT so we know where you signed up and who signed up. Next thing you know, you're tracking your bets. Next thing you know how many units you're up or down. Next thing you know, we got a 5-unit sub whale coming in from, let me try to say this the right way this time, my man. Tin Lin 210. Tin Lin 210 coming in with a 5-unit sub whale, a.k.a. Banana. Hope I didn't botch that, my man. Thank you so much for the 5-unit sub whale. We got Chigs 69 getting involved as well. Appreciate you, goats. We got subbies coming in, Jovan, before the show's even started. How about them apples?
That's hard.
Sure.
One more from a redhead for 30 months.
Wow. Might be a cousin of mine. Might be a relative. Who knows? A redhead. Okay. W subby coming in 30 months. 30 piece. Hold it. We got first-time chatters getting involved as well. Jay Waves. What's up, goat? We got the YouTube chat up and moving as well. Sure. We got Michael Showers. We got Curry of Pounds. We got Rawless. We got Foreign Haitian. We got Ant. We got 69 Nice. All the goats lurking in the YouTube. Good to see you guys. Bright and early. Okay? Haven't seen Krabs nail a pronunciation since Nam. Yep, and that's the one I get right. The true contrarian. Okay?
It's the toughest one.
Look, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. Okay? W, looks like we've got some sort of 5+ gift subs promo. I think Pega was telling me about this actually last week. So if you donate 5 subs, you get 35% off. So they actually pay you to donate 5 subs. W Twitch. Level 3. Yeah, how about a treasure train, folks? Treasure train. How about it? I think that's what they call it when they're doing some sort of promo instead of a hype train. Love to see it. See it. Could be wrong, but pretty sure that's how it works. We got Zay Picks coming in, giving 5 biddies. Attaboy, Zay Picks. That's what I'm fucking talking about. We're showing heart today. Trent boycotting his own third stream is wild work. Let me go ahead and give you guys a secret. He was never running the stream today. He's got fucking coin toss to film. All right. Cat's out of the bag. There you go. Hilarious. After yesterday, he was talking about on his show how he has not missed a stream in 3 months, which just wasn't true.
That was so false.
Just made up. And then the next day he takes off. So true Trent way there. But you know what? He's filming the coin toss, so at least he's doing something. And excited to watch it here in week 3. Should be good. Also, yeah, Trent jinxed Aaron Judge last night was pretty fucked up. Not going to lie. We got Jay Gucci getting involved. Atta babe, Jay Gucci. Come on now. Craft or Fannin this weekend, boys? Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think we might have had one from Ella Robo get swept as well. 23-monther. Jordan.
We did.
Jordan year.
Green Day with the boys. W Green Day, W Alo Robo getting involved. Jovan, Craft or Fannin in week 2?
Craft.
Okay. Trust. Got to trust your guy there. All right. Appreciate you guys getting involved. We've got a very active and moving a groove in chat here in both Twitch and the YouTube. Let's kill it today. Let's go ahead and get to the recaps. We got a lot to do today. Not the greatest of slates, but we're going to make do. We're going to look at the college football and NFL lines this weekend. And yeah, I have not lost a bet or a prize pick square since I tried mac and cheese. So that might have to be a new ritual or something.
Might have to be a daily thing.
Cannot make it up. We got the Big Bat getting involved. Happy BTL Wednesday, gents. Let's go, Big Bat. Attaboy. Attaboy. Sure. I have a flex question. DJ Moore, Waddle, Dunze, or Juju. Oof. Probably Waddle. Right? If Christian Gonzalez plays. Guys, I wish we could answer all the fantasy questions. Maybe I'll fire up a Spaces or a TikTok live tomorrow before the game, and we can get you guys right with all your fantasy questions. For today, we got enough to talk about. All right? Big Bad, I got you, my man. W. Lapinskins. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's check out the squad ride recap here.
Terrific trot. Can't say too much about them because they're coming right back tonight or this afternoon. But what a horrid left on base field performance. That was just. DOA.
I don't know if we could blame the left on base sitch. The guy threw almost a perfect game in his debut. What a fucking start.
Yeah, the A's did out-hit them, so there's something there.
That's crazy. We got to give some respect to Early, though. My goodness. I know he only went 5.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball left after that, but man, he looked good. He had 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. Nasty debut for the kid. Good for him. Of course, he went to UVA as well. Can't make it up.
Yeah. No to who.
Oh. He left the Army to go play at UVA. Are you kidding me? There's so many things I want to say about that, but
that's insane.
We won't. Let's go ahead and look at the Sharp report and take a peep at that and see how we did overall yesterday. Mac and cheese might have to be a daily ritual, folks.
Daily, dude.
If I have to eat that baby food every day to go 5-0, I'll do it.
My God.
I'll do it. Should I go take a nibble of some mac and cheese? Should I see if there's any left in the fridge or the freezer or something?
Order it again, dude. Make the call.
I'm not eating that mac and cheese again. Fuck that.
Make the call, dude.
I'll pull a me guy move here. I can't do it.
No.
You guys want to see me throw up? You want to see me throw up my lunch or breakfast? Can't do it.
That's a fair point. Was it the mac and cheese or was it the V8?
Yeah. Now V8, that I could do. Why don't I go grab another one here, fresh off the presses? Fuck it.
Maybe we make that the experiment.
All right.
Shout out Get Busy Dizzy with 41-monther. Was it the V8 or was it the Mac? We find out potentially today. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, give Krabs his broomski. And yes, game of the pitch was insane. I was so set with where we were until the one thing that couldn't happen, which was Bolivia go up and end up winning.
Cheers,
Here
boys.
goes the
5-0.
Yeah, if the VA doesn't work today, might have to order that back tomorrow.
Let's fucking go, chats. Delicious. Come on. Ugh. Delicious. Come on now, chat. Come on now, chat. All right. Yeah, Nerfy chat. What I'm not going to do today is spend $30 to DoorDash mac and cheese like I did yesterday. Not doing it. Not doing it. But what I will do is I will chug a V8 for you guys. That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. Jovan over there just absolutely disgusted. I think I lost a little bit of respect. Jovan there, if I even had any left. At this point, it's probably gone. Ugh.
Just insane.
All right. Krabs Sodium is set until 2026. Yeah, I probably should start watching the Sodium, folks. Holy smokes. Woo! That shit's gas. All right, let's move. Let's groove. You like that shit, Goots? How about it? Lamar would never do that. It's probably part of the problem.
Krabs.
I've never seen Lamar truck a V8.
You literally posted an Instagram story with a Lamar quote the other day, and you don't even know it.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
nobody cares. Work harder. Literally Lamar quote.
That's just a life quote.
It's a Lamar
quote.
Lamar invented that quote.
It is his quote.
That's just a motivational quote.
I'm pretty sure he has the rights to it, and he made shirts of it. So
okay.
Either
Dude,
believe
if
me
he
or
has
not.
the rights to that quote, I will give you $100 right now.
Okay.
Not even kidding.
Okay.
If you check the Carfax on that for me real quick, if he has the rights to that quote, I'll give you $100 right now. No
Lamar
shot.
quote.
No shot. Sade Whiteman coming in, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9. How about a 10-unit subby coming in from Sade Whiteman? Somebody like the V8 chug. Somebody like the V8 chug.
10 subs for V8 chugs.
What do you say, kids? What do you say, kids? I don't know what's crazier, that I chugged a V8 or that Goots just tried to tell me that quote was from Lamar. Goots, bless your heart, my man.
Insane from Goots.
It all comes back to Baltimore. Bless your heart. One thing you cannot discredit Goots for, it's his loyalty.
Yeah.
It's his loyalty to that city, to that team. You got to respect it. You got to respect it. Let's have a fucking day, chat. Okay? Can somebody confirm that that's not a Lamar quote, for the love of God? Can we go ahead and nip this in the bud while we move and groove? Also, prayers up.
We got confirms.
We got confirms. It's not. Okay, thank you. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to see a shirt at Target with Lamar on it, throwing a fucking pass or running with the quote on there. I could see that. I could see that. Prayers up for Tressway. Okay, I know this is kind of a sad topic here, guys. Tressway might be out tomorrow night. Prayers up. Let's hope he's not. We need him out there, our glue guy, our leader. He has not missed a game since he's been in the NFL, knock on wood. He has not missed a single game. He's banged up. He's hurt. He left it all out there on the field. On Sunday, he took a pretty big hit. There's a shot that he might not be in there. He took a pretty big hit to his shoulder, folks, on a punt in the first half of that game. And I don't think we punted the rest of the game, so I don't know if it mattered, but he was questionable to return anyways, and he's clearly banged up. But we'll see if he plays tomorrow. Prayers up for my guy Tressway, glue guy. I'm certainly concerned about the Commanders' chances to win tomorrow if he's not out there on the fields. And you guys probably think I'm kidding. Not at all. We need him out there. We need him in the locker room. We need him dressed. We need him out there making putts. Best player on the team. Okay?
Yep, literally goat.
Krabs, you going to be boots on ground for Bears Manners Monday Night Football? As a matter of fact, I will. I will be going to that game in a couple weeks. I'm very excited for that game. A little scared for that game. Caleb and his fingernail paint revenge. Should be a good one. All right. Yeah, prayers up for Tress, guys. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers, please. We cannot be missing him. We signed another punter today just in case he can't go tomorrow. So we'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. He got hit once. I mean, did you not watch the play? He got absolutely murked. I'd still be on the field. They'd have to scrape me off with a snow shovel if I had to take that hit like Tressway did. Good thing he's a fucking beast. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. We got a lot to get to today. We're going to go over these sharp reports. We're going to do college football and NFL look-ahead lines. We're going to talk about some of those lines that are up. And then we're going to craft up a squad ride W ready break. Let's go ahead and hop in and talk about our Sharp Report. W Goots. W Segue. Just got a mac and cheese ad. No shot, Vanis. Hope you don't puke watching that. Krabs, do you think it's a defensive show in Thursday Night Football? I lean the first half under right now, Sade. I lean the first half under. We'll see what I end up locking in for tomorrow. I'm certainly worried about that game. I do think we win, though, but we'll see. Need to dive into it a little bit more. I think I earned a little Nats play here after going 5-0 yesterday. This should go well. Might be the nastiest play all week. Might be the nastiest play all week here, folks. You've got Jake Irvin, who's, I'm sorry, bless his heart, but a bad pitcher. Great guy, great attitudes, good locker room presence, says all the right things. Not a good pitcher. Not a good pitcher. Has the second highest ERA out of any starter in baseball. You know, has the first, Mitchell Parker. How about it? But he shoved yesterday. So why can't Mr. Jake Irvin shove today? Then we got Yuri Perez on the other side. He just faced the Nats in his last start and had negative fantasy points. The start before that also had negative fantasy points. So back-to-back atrocious starts from Yuri Perez, and the total in this game is sitting at 8.5. Not budging, not moving. And I want to get out here with a first 5 under. If you go look at the squares on Prize Picks for this game, I know I say that every fucking day, talking about these Sharp Report plays, but it's done me pretty well so far this season, knock on wood. If you go look at these starting pitcher squares on Prize Picks for both these guys, Jake Irvin and Yuri Perez, you'll notice a bunch of weird squares. You'll notice Jake Irvin, a completely greened out earned runs allowed square. You'll notice a Jake Irvin 16.5 pitching out square, which is actually bumped up from 15.5 last night. You'll notice a Nerfy square up there, which is crazy, knowing Jake Irvin struggles in the first inning and Yuri Perez's struggles in the first inning, two of the worst first inning pitchers in baseball. And they have a Nerfy square up there after both games in this series, Jovan, have soared over. Hasn't been close. You got Josh Bell in the hottest stretch of his entire career. Josh Bell is unbelievable. They do have a 1.5 hits, runs, RBI square up there for Josh Bell, which scares me a little bit today. Maybe Prize Picks thinks he cools off because that looks like the freest more than of all time. Will I be fading that? No. When Josh Bell's hot, you certainly don't fade that guy. When he's not, you fade him. But when he's hot, you don't. You stay away. Let's just hope Yuri Perez can pitch around Josh Bell a little bit here. He's really the only hot hitter and Dalen Lyle in this lineup. If he can do that, and he might not even have to face those guys in the first inning if he can go 1, 2, 3. Yuri Perez is due for a bounce back. Go look at his pitcher fantasy score for today. Go look at some of his squares up there on Prize Picks today as well. And Jake Irvin with that earned runs allowed square and a couple others are ridiculous looking. So give me the first 5 under 4.5 in this game. Keep the bullpens out of it. Could certainly see this game going over for the full game, knowing how bad both bullpens have been. Although Nats bullpen has not been terrible of late, if we're being real, but we know that's due to regress at some point. Don't let the Nats get hot. It might be too late. They've won 4 in a row. They're starting to play their best ball of the season. Hilarious. But this game is going to be a snooze fest early on, Jovan, and I expect a pitcher's duel between Jake Irvin and Yuri Perez. Who would have thought?
Yep.
Who would have thought?
Take it and hold your breath.
Yep.
You've earned that one.
Has to be done. Has to be done. Can we tip cap to Zach Littell before we move on? My goodness, of course.
Yeah. Rays legend.
Of course.
And Reds
Zach
legend.
Littell, man. One of the more underrated starters in baseball. Gets no love, gets no credit. The guy's been solid this whole season. He's been solid. And he was solid again last night. W's. That team total under was great play. Great play.
Shout out, who's it? Ty Steve, the 9th game-winning home run. Reds are just
who was it again?
fighting.
Sorry.
Tyler Stevenson, I think, had the game-winning nuke in the 10th or the 9th. Goat.
Yes.
Reds are
we could have sacked up and just taken the Reds on the money line last night.
That was beautiful. Goated.
He'd be really rich.
Literally be Jeff.
Yeah. At plus chicken. But hey, we'll take a winner and we'll move and groove. Let's see what you're cooking up over there. Let's go to Jovan's first straight bet on the Sharp Report. What better team to back right now in the Big 2-5 than the White Sox, huh?
Yep. Offense has been swinging the bats well, and unfortunately, I'm glad the Rays pulled out a win yesterday because I was super scared about this game, especially after the news dropped that Pepio is not going to be starting today. They're going to be, I guess he's fatigued is what they technically said, so they're doing the little Griffin Jacks opener for a bullpen game, which has not been working out very well, especially because this is one of the worst times I think possible for it to happen. The bullpen has gotten, I think, 3 guys placed on the IL in the last week, so like you're probably going to see Griffin Jack's open for like Joe Rock is probably going to pitch a couple innings. Caleb Boushley, they just claimed off of waivers from the Rangers. Whenever the Rays do that or make a trade for whatever reason, the second the guy gets there, he gets massive innings and it never works out. So the bullpen's not in a good spot whatsoever for this bullpen game. And obviously, like, the injury played a part into that. It wasn't fully planned, but I think the White Sox bats are going to hop all over them today. And this game is once again going to be a little bit of chaos. I don't know exactly what the White Sox plan is. Their plan might be somewhat similar with like Sean Burke and a couple different guys. So I didn't really know if I cared enough to get the Rays involved, which is why I just wanted to keep it to the White Sox. But I think they are scoring a lot more than 4 today, unfortunately.
Okay. It is unfortunate for your Rays, but could be good for the wallets. I like seeing the juice flip from the under -115 to now the over in this game, -115, -120. So Vegas is thinking there's runs. Let's hope they're coming from the home team here in the White Sox against your Rays.
Yep.
Okay. Dubs, chat's talking about Freddie Peralta. Is it time to fade him today? I mean, I cannot resist, guys. It's not going to be on my sharp report, but yes, I will have coins on his more than 1.5 earned runs allowed. I will. I'm going to pair that actually with the Nerfy in Jake Irvin and Yuri Perez, Nats, and Marlins.
There you go.
Nasty two-piece. Okay. Let's keep moving to grooving here. Need to know the BTL boys' thoughts on the Rangers today, guys. Hold those questions. Happy to go over any questions once we're going over the slate today. We got plenty of time today. Today to go over the rest of the slate.
You pretty much just answered it. So that's who Freddie Peralta's playing.
Yeah, give me the Rangers. All right. Swinging around, Goots. Got another straight bet here for the peeps. An under 8. Might be at 7.5 now. Sheesh. Let me see. Yeah, gosh, it is at 7.5 now. That's okay. Playoff type game. Playoff type atmosphere in this one. I like the first 5 under. I like the full game under. I do trust both these bullpens, especially the Mets. And look, after last night's, offensive shootout, I guess, at least for the Phillies, putting up 9 runs, I want to fade the bats in this one. And I like both these pitchers, especially Christopher Sanchez, who gets no love, gets no respect. The guy has a 2.6 ERA. He's almost unfadable. Knock on wood. At this point, I think he goes out there and shoves once again. But the main part of this bet is backing Clay Holmes to go out there and pitch okay, give them 5 strong innings, which I think he could do against the red-hot Phillies here, who have won 4 or 5. Mets have lost 4 in a row. Thought about taking the Mets here on the money line, but instead I said I'll just take the under after last night's game swords. I do think this is a playoff-type game here. This one means a ton, for the Mets. If they don't win this game, if they don't keep it close, I mean, people are going to start asking more questions, and they're already kind of melting here towards the end of the season in a typical Mets way. So I expect Clay Holmes to go out there and shove. I like that Mets bullpen, and I think Christopher Sanchez does what he does every goddamn start, and that's go out there and pitch great. So give me the under in this game. Total is dropping after last night had 12 runs. Smells like an under to me. I still do like it at 7.5 as well.
Yep. And on that playoff atmosphere game.
Should be. Big one. Maybe not for the Phillies after that big time win last night, putting 9 runs. Maybe their bats are a little fat, happy, complacent.
Yeah.
In this one, right? Hopefully.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
And then maybe the Mets, little tight butthole up there at the dish.
I mean, they've been tight butthole for a month, 2 months. It seems like they've had every chance to be up comfortably in the wild card, have their spot locked in, and they just can't do it. I don't get it.
Can't do it.
Happy about it.
The only guy really showing up right now is Mr. Soda.
Yeah.
Got some trivia for you guys. Only player in baseball who has 30 home runs and 30 steals. Who is it?
That would be Juan Soto.
Who would have expected that? 30 steals?
Yeah, how he just spawned 30 steals on nowhere.
Respect. Great player, winning player. Makes plays. Trying to manufacture runs out there.
Yeah.
Kohler, if you think Judge has 30 steals, go take a lap. Give me a break. All right, let's move. Let's groove. W under in a very important divisional game here. Let's swing it around for Jovan and see what he's crafting up for today. How about some runs?
Yeah, some runs that you also like a little earlier, I guess, in this game. But I think people don't realize how good Jason Alexander has been pitching as of late, like the past month and a half. He's been lights out. He's been a quality start, essentially, machine for this Astros team, which is crazy because we all know the type of pitcher Jason Alexander really is. And he's had some pretty soft matchups be a part of it. So, like, that plays into it a little bit. And for a guy who fills up the zone like he does. He's gotten a little fortunate, big fly ball guy, and you haven't faced many teams that hit fly balls hard. But now you're facing the Jays, who not only demolish pitchers that live in the zone like this, but especially have been demolishing these fly ball pitchers. So I think Jason Alexander, as you can probably tell by all of the squares and lines that are up for him today, is going to have his first true shit start in a while. And on the other side, like Jose Barrios hasn't been bad. And I'm sure you'll talk about that with your first five, and there's some squares up for him too. But this Astros lineup has seen him a good bit. There's a couple of guys that hit him very well and have also gotten very unfortunate with some of his outcomes. And I think for a team that has been very inconsistent offensively as of late, even though they've been winning games, I think this is a perfect matchup for a lot of these guys who have seen him plenty to kind of get back into the flow of things. Outside of, I guess, Correa, you can't really have counted on a big hit from many guys in this Astros lineup, if at all, as of late. I think you get that up and down the lineup today, starting with one guy who had a very unfortunate gaffe yesterday.
Love this play. We have to decide if we want to take first five or the full game, because I'm a big fan of the first five over as well. But I certainly like runs. I like fun. A rare Krabs over in this one. And Chad, I request you to please hold all your bitching about the Athletics until after this game tonight. I'm sure Jovan will be cool with that as well. Let's see how this game plays out before we start bitching about the A's, because he did not hear no bell, and I want to hear him out on this one. We'll talk about it in a moment. We'll save the best for last. For now, Gucci swinging around for me, and let's talk about the first five over 4.5 between the Astros and the Blue Jays. Yep, Barrios has a weird 2.5 run runs allowed square against an Astros team that has not been scoring much of late. I think that goes over. And then I think your guy Alexander, who you just talked about, gets mucked up today by the Blue Jays, who Blue Jays are sneaky, man. Sneaky good. I love what I'm seeing out of Springer. I like what I'm seeing out of the, role player guys on this team as well, who have stepped up immensely in the big 2-5. Vladdy maybe doesn't have the power he had early on in his career, but man, he's a getting on base machine and one of the toughest guys to pitch to in baseball. I like what I'm seeing out of the Blue Jays. Could be a dark horse, a sleeper in the playoffs, but let's get there first. Let's make some money off them in this regular season game first. Big fan of the first five over and fading both these pitchers. Alexander is so due for a moose-shit start. Like you said, he showed flashes of it a little bit in his last couple, but I think today it comes to fruition. And seeing this total moving up from 8.5 to 9, I thought it was a great sign for runs, great sign for fun, considering the under streak both these teams have been on. Houston has hit the under in 4 of their last 5 games. Toronto has hit the under in 4 straight games. Not a ton of runs here. Weird seeing that total moving up, especially with a big name guy in Barrios in what is a playoff type atmosphere game as well. I think we get some runs early in this one, and it could be Alexander who gives up 5 runs himself, if we're being honest here. But love seeing the Barrios 2.5 run runs allowed red square up there too. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll say I stuck to the full game because there were, I think, 11 bullpen pitchers combined that pitched yesterday, including the Astros. I think had six because Luis Garcia, their starter, got hurt in the second inning, and obviously they had to go with a patchwork of guys to eventually get them to not only the rest of the 9, but the extra inning after that. So that's why I stuck in, because I think the bullpens are decimated after yesterday.
Yeah. The Astros bullpen's already hurt. Now they're taxed and overworked. And then the Blue Jays bullpen is sketchy as hell anyways.
Yeah.
Might just be the full game over. Okay. All right. Let's cut the shit. Let's get to it. Let's hear this A's sell job.
Yeah. Pound threes, fucking no way you're going back to the A's for thirds. I'm fucking sure of it, chat. Quit your bitching. They're winning a game. Take the Red Sox if you feel like. I really don't want to see you guys lose coin, but that's the way it's going to have to go. I wouldn't be going back if I didn't have any sort of confidence doing it, which partially comes from the fact that this is a weird pitching situation for the Red Sox. Like before the last 2 days, you kind of knew what you were going to get, and that was like a failed attempt at like attacking both those starters. They pitch well. Now you kind of don't. And I love Peyton Toll, former Frog, but he's on short rest today, and he's not going to be on a full pitch count, which he probably wouldn't have been from the start. So you know who they called up, Krabs, and I think this is every indication that he's not going to have a very long leash today.
Who?
Kyle Harrison, who's probably going to see multiple innings out of the bullpen today, and he's surely going to make an appearance. Bad fucking pitcher, and not only bad pitcher, but horrible pitcher to be pitching in this park, especially. And this is his, I guess, first real chance to make something shake post-trade. So, like, now that he's up after this, like, I would love to fade Kyle Harrison. I would still love to fade Toll. Toll's command has been shaky, I guess, to best. As much as I
Yeah.
would love to say he's been goated for all the time, like the stuff's good, but he hasn't been able to harness it into the strike zone as well as you think. So if you're going to give the A's like any semblance of offense, like when they don't have to generate it themselves, like the last 2 days, because they've been hitting horribly with runners in scoring position. If you're going to provide the offense for them, fine. And I think that's exactly how it's going to start today. You want to bring Kyle Harrison in out of the bullpen for multiple innings because your bullpen's in that spot where you need multiple innings. Fine. The A's are going to smack that ass. So I'm excited.
Yep.
After 2 straight shutouts, the offense is going to put up their best performance probably in a week now, because I think they had the last, they had scored 10 runs, I think, twice in the first 2 games in their last series, and then it's been pretty much biggery ever since. Not today.
Bats started to get going last night. It was just too late. They couldn't bring anybody home. But they were getting on base.
Yeah.
A's were getting on base in that game. Let's hope they can figure it out today and bring some guys home with runners in scoring position. And this is an early start, 3:30 p.m. Eastern in this one. Look, I'll be tailing it. I trust. See how it plays out.
Sure.
Okay. Gamecocks -4.5 versus Diego Pavia. Yep, go ahead and take the Vanderbilt Commodores. In that one.
Yeah,
they might win that game outright.
One of the trappiest looking lines of the week, which is crazy.
They might win that game outright. Vanderbilt might just be good. Their coach might have changed the culture. Diego Pavia might be a winner. Those are 2 things I know.
Yeah.
2 things I know. They might not have, a ton of NFL talent, but they are a winning culture now. They have changed everything. They got that NIL money. They got a QB who has insane moxie, and they're probably going to win that game outright.
Yeah. Yeah, don't put your coin on fucking South Carolina. Esto. Please don't.
Esto, he's a South Carolina fan. That's why he's biased.
I know. I'm just saying, don't put your coin on your team this week unless you want to lose it.
Yep. Did anybody hear Shane Beamer's comments on Vandy? I did. He said, and Esto, this is your coach saying this, so you might want to listen up. Not my words, but his. He said, we have our full attention on Vanderbilt. Or he said, Vanderbilt has our full attention. He said, we were surprised to see Vanderbilt beat the Hokies, a good team. He called the Hokies. He said, I was surprised to see Vanderbilt beat them by 30. Not my words. Coach's words.
His words.
Yep.
I mean, shit, take Vegas's words for it.
Vegas's words would say, lock in Vanderbilt now. Hurry up, go, go, go.
Yeah.
That's what Vegas's words would say. Yep. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. A lot of bitching and negativity in the chat. What else is new? Let's go and get to our prize pick squares. Ooh. Couldn't resist today, folks. Could not resist today. Jake Irvin, less than 2.5 earned runs allowed. You guys see that chart? Wow. Completely green. One of the worst pitchers in baseball. Guys, I don't know what it is about this game today. We've seen runs in both games of the series. We've seen the Nats just carry the weight. Insane. Playing great. Putting up runs. Josh Bell is literally Barry Bonds in his prime right now. And we're seeing this total still sitting at 8.5 against 2 pitchers who have just faced these squads. Yuri Perez just faced him in his last game and had negative fantasy points. Jake Irvin has a completely greened out earned runs chart on Prize Picks. And on the books, the under 2.5 earned runs allowed continues to catch steam throughout the day. Crazy. What does Vegas know? What do the books know? Well, I think they know this is going to be a snooze fest early on, and they're catching the falling knife along with me. Go ahead and add me to that list as well. Love the first 5 under in this game. Probably my favorite play today. Nasty, grossest play we've had all week. And Jake Irvin, less than 2.5 earned runs allowed, is the perfect complement, like a nice fine wine to a nice aged cheddar cheese. This Jake Irvin square goes perfectly with the first 5 under in this game. He is going to mow down the Marlins and have his best start in months. It's not saying much because he's been so bad the last 2 months. But he locks in. He dials it up. Just look at all of his Prize Pick squares today. Look at his pitching out square getting bumped up from 15.5 to 16.5. Look at his fantasy score. Look at all of Twitter fading Jake Irvin today. We know how that goes. He's shoving.
I saw how that went yesterday. Everybody faded Mitchell Parker. Everybody took fucking Marcy. Everybody took everything Marlins related. Cake. But I do have bad news for you, Krabs. First time chatter said Jake Irvin gets absolutely lit up 5+ runs. So
wow.
End the stream. That was a good try. It was a good try.
Goots, you want to come up and take command? Maybe go over some Ravens futures. And buying low on them.
Yep. 16-1.
Yep. Hey, who knows? I've seen crazier shit. Although that'd be up there. We got JT Dasty coming in. Krabs could never give an over when I literally just gave a sell job on an over 4 minutes ago.
Just had one.
Bless these guys' hearts, man. Bless these guys' hearts. They make me feel smarter and smarter than the average bear every day. Makes me feel good.
Krabs been on a insane, great run period, but Prize Picks run especially. Square's been great.
Knock on woods.
We ain't changing the formula.
Knock on woods. Thank you. Yeah, we're not changing shit. We got CK Me Boo coming in hot, dropping a follow here. CK Me Boo. Love to know the meaning behind that name. Rolls right off the tongue. CK Me Boo, you're him. Appreciate the follow there. Goated. And Sade Whiteman once again. My goodness. Not 5 today. He said, fuck it. Hold my beer. How about a 10-unit whale for Mr. Sade Whiteman? Can we clap it up one more time for Sade? You're goated, bro. Every single day. Every single day. Coming in here, giving subbies out to the community. Cola, I appreciate you being on my side, my man. Cola, you're one of the few guys that just gets it. Guy goes 5-0 and still gets chirped. It's because of the way I bet. The way I bet drives people nuts.
People think taking any fucking dog contrarian plays like a personal attack on their square play.
Because their brains can't comprehend betting in this way. And it's my job to try to teach you guys, to try to show you guys that it works. Because it all comes back to this quote that I've said for years, and I'm going to keep saying it. Vegas is not as shiny as it is. You don't land right next to the strip. Quick 10-minute walk to the strip from the airport out there in Vegas. You don't land, look out the window on your right side, and those casinos, those resorts are not as shiny as they are with plays like Jake Irvin over 2.5 home runs hitting. It's just facts.
That's actually
it's
Lamar's
fact.
first. Those are Lamar's first words he ever said. So he made that.
That might be a Lamar quote.
Yeah.
Goods, can you Google that one real quick? I think Lamar literally said Vegas is not as shiny as
I can actually on the stream. I have the power to do that. So careful here.
Careful here. All right, reel it back in. Reel it back in. All time Goods in the background today. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. CJ Bailey Day tomorrow. Andrew, we're going to talk about it. Sade, I appreciate you noticing, my man. Mac and cheese equals 5-0 card Krabs. Def a trend you need to keep. Yeah, Canadian Goods. I just can't do it, brother. I'm going to pull a me guy move, a rare Krabs me guy move here. I'm out on the Mac. I can't do it.
It's unreal.
The only Mac I'll be having is when the fucking league starts up on Tuesday nights and we're betting on, Ohio versus fucking NIU. That's the only Mac I'll be having.
Good Mac.
Okay?
Really good Mac.
That's some good Mac. W Risings. Let's keep the vibes up here, chat. Look, I'm not trying to roast you guys. I'm not trying to make you feel, dumber than me or whatever. I just want you guys to learn. I want to train you guys up. That's my job, is to help you guys learn how to make money betting on sports. And respectfully, it's not just taking overs every game. It's not taking squares like Jake Irvin more than 2.5 earned runs allowed. And it's certainly not tailing Trent. So if you keep those 3 things in mind, you at least have a chance. All right, so try to keep those in mind. I'm here to help. I want to train you guys up. Okay? It's my job, is to help you guys learn how to make coins betting. Right?
It certainly was
W1
not
shots.
over hits allowed. Certainly was not.
Well, I know. If Aaron Judge didn't hit a nuke, I'd be talking
I
about
know. You would have been 2-0.
Because Gav had a good call there. Gav said he's hitting the nuke. I will tip cap where cap tip is due. Good call, Gav. On that one, Aaron Judge did hit a nuke. So, sure. Let's keep moving and grooving. Appreciate you guys. A lot of positive thoughts here in the chat now. One Shot, who was once one of the Square guys coming on the Surge stream, says, I would never take the McLean under fantasy the other day without learning from Krabs. One Shot, you're goated. Appreciate you keeping an open mind. It's not easy to keep an open mind and try to bet nastily like this, guys. It's not. I get it. It's so much easier.
One Shot's
right,
good.
Jovan? Like, it's so much easier just to log onto the books and say, oh, Jake Irvin's pitching today. Let's take the over in the game. Let's take his over 2.5 runs allowed. I get it. But easy does not mean winning. If anything, the easier the bet looks, the less chances it has to hit. Okay? You should always feel uncomfortable when locking in a wager, when locking in a prize pick square. That's how you know you're on the right side. Okay? We got subbies coming in. Let's go, Tim. Let's go, Tim. One of the all-time betting greats, Stu Feiner. He said that one time, and it's always stuck with me. You should always feel uncomfortable when locking in a wager. That's how you know you're on the right side. Jeff says, Krabs, we want fun. I get it. I get it. If you want fun, you tail some of Jovan's overs. He has more fun bets than me, and those hit. Okay? But in my opinion, personally, fun for me is winning. That's what's fun. And if unders is what it takes, it's what it takes.
That's what it takes. Green is fun.
Right? I'm never changing, guys. My job is to help you guys learn how to do this shit and make coins. And you don't make coins taking Jake Irvin more than 2.5 earned runs allowed on prize picks. Let's move on to Logan Allen, who is a walk machine, Jovan. I think he pitches pretty well today as well, though.
He ain't walking too.
And he ain't walking too. One of the more popular squares on prize picks today. One of the more popular squares on prize picks, which you don't see a lot of popular walks allowed squares often, but it's this Logan Allen walks allowed square. It's completely green. This chart is completely green. He's been a walk machine, Jovan, but luckily there is a little bit of baseball sense to this one. If you've watched the Royals of late, if you check the data, you'll see that they don't fucking walk. They are up there hacking. They want the season to be over. They are swinging through their fucking shoes. And Jovan, if you check the data, they actually walk the second least in all of baseball. The Royals don't walk.
They're aggressive.
So there's some baseball sense for you guys. They're very, very aggressive, like Jovan's saying. Sure.
That's why they don't
Logan
strike
Allen,
out.
they don't strike out. They don't walk. They put the ball in play. That's a perfect recipe for this Logan Allen less than walks allowed square. And honestly, a perfect recipe for Logan Allen to go out there and pitch pretty well. Had these guys put the ball in play, he could probably go pretty long in this game. I like Logan Allen's more than pitching outs. I like his more than fantasy score. And I love his less than 1.5 walks allowed facing a team that loves putting the ball in play. Let's back Logan Allen to pitch well and do something good for the first time in a while. And that's not walk 2 guys against a swing-happy Royals team. Okay?
There we go.
Dubs. Let's swing it around here, folks. I want to see Jovan's couple prize pick squares, and I'm going to lock in the Sharp Report 4-man and drop the link in the chat.
Sure. Right Hawk to Bengals, which A's didn't win, but Bengals did come through yesterday on his bases. The matchup is pretty similar today, too, and similar in the fact that not only are you going to see Peyton Toll, who's somewhat similar, like the same arm slot, same arsenal that he saw yesterday, where he got one hit, the other one came off the pen, but again, you're also probably going to see Kyle Harrison, who is a very similar matchup as well, and just a flat-out worse pitcher, but also from the left side, which he has been crushing, and he has plenty of power against these fastballs that he's going to see from both guys to have a pretty successful day. So I'm running him back straight to it, especially because the A's offense seems to be very all or nothing. The last couple of days, we've gotten nothing. So if you're getting one today, you got to get some involvement. And obviously, I think they win. Feel free to debate that if you want, chat, but Shea Langoliers is going to be one of the reasons why. And then Jose Altuve, the guy I was talking about, had a big mental error, which you don't see from veteran guys like this very, very much. Crazy play by Vlad in extras yesterday, but he was just not running as the ghost runner to third base. He was jogging, and then he got thrown out, got called out by some members of the team, and the coaching staff and the fans are always pissed, of course. After a moment like that, especially when we're expecting runs in the game. And for Altuve, who's been fucking horrible for the last month, I think in this month alone, he's like 4 for 35, or I forget the exact number, but he's been fucking terrible for like the last couple of weeks now. You get a familiar face who you've seen plenty of times, and I'm sure the BVP guys are tickling Jim, and he's got some decent numbers against Berrios, but he's been hitting the ball into the ground plenty. When you have guys that get the ball hit in the ground because you throw a lot of sinkers and he gets hit very hard like Berrios, and sometimes he gets fortunate, sometimes he doesn't. I think the matchup is golden for him to have success. And after yesterday, which again, you don't get many big mental errors from a guy like Jose Altuve and a veteran like Jose Altuve very often, I sure as hell want to back him when we like runs in the game. So I think he, who also got knocked down to clean up, which I don't know if that's a permanent thing. I assume it's going to be the same today. I think it's going to be some platter in front of him. He's going to be a guy to knock it in.
Yep. So I dropped the link in the Twitch chat if you guys want to tail the Sharp Report 4-man. I feel pretty good about this one today. Jovan, I know some people don't have access to Prize Picks. If they don't, they're begging for your response here. What would you take for Shea Bangaliers if you can't take fantasy score?
I guess is bases. Same thing we took yesterday. I included the fantasy score today because Toll's command is not fantastic, so can definitely see a world where he's a little wild and Bangaliers gets on with walks and scores. But I guess against the rest of Kyle Harrison potentially in the bullpen, he should probably be doing it more so with his bat. But that's more of a Toll thing.
Okay. Same thing with Altuve. You probably go that 1.5 TBs.
Yeah, I guess. Or HRR, I guess, would probably be better for him as long as he's in the cleanup spot again, or just lower in general.
Dubs. W response. W subby coming in from Rand Dope. Rand Dope, you're goated, bro. Appreciate you, my man. I'm here for Jovan and Krabs only. Rand Dope, appreciate you getting involved and resubbing my dude. 5-month beast. Rand Dope. Tim Jib. We got Tim Jib, 33, getting involved as well. W Tim, W Jib, 33, getting involved and resubbing. You're him. You're him, my man. And Sade, bro, nobody's got to tell you, but I'll tell you again. You're goated. As Goots would say, you're himmy. Okay? Yeah, how about the Giants 2 games back? How about the Giants playing some good baseball right now? They got some mojo. They got some momentum. They're showing heart. They're celebrating in the dugouts. How about the Giants? Doing yob.
I think they have
keeping it close.
Multiple Dodgers series left, so it was a good try.
Yeah. I still don't think they make the playoffs, Reeve Trees, but I like what I'm seeing. They're showing heart. Maybe I was wrong.
They're not making the playoffs, but I respect them for making it close.
Yeah, they're showing heart. They're playing well right now. The dugout's getting up when they're hitting home runs. That Willie Adames home run, the whole fucking dugout getting up, gassing up their boy. I love that shit. All right. Did the Mets get overtaken? They might, Brian C. They're not playing too well right now.
Dude, the Mets have been asking for it, though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, they have.
Asking for so
Typical
long.
Mets ways. You know, if you sign Juan Soto, it still doesn't change a thing. It's still a losing culture. But if they can squeak in, I like their chances of maybe making it weird. Because Soto.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
And
they got to make it in there first.
Yeah. Compare the Red schedule that's left to the Giants schedule. And they're pretty wildly different. So the Reds are 3 games back to the Giants 2. So it's very obvious where the scheduling difference lies there, but we'll see.
All right. If you guys want to tail the Sharp Report format, I'll drop the link one more time. There it is. Get involved. Thank you to all these subbies getting involved today. We appreciate you guys and everybody in here watching. Thank you guys for getting involved. Hope you guys all have a great day and hit all your bets. Okay? Even you, Reeves Trees. Hope you hit all your bets. Okay? All right. Let's move. Let's groove. I want to take a little break here from baseball and talk a little bit about some look-ahead lines. We did this a lot last year on BTL. I think this is pretty beneficial to you guys. Number one, because you get to see where these lines are at. Number two, it's kind of cool to just, get the gears turning in the brain here and start looking at this slate because, number one, we got a lot more weekday games in college football than we used to. So, the games start earlier in the week, so it's good to take a peep at them. We got Muffin Top Mobster. What a name. What a guy. Coming in, dropping a resub as well for the people. Not for himself. He's not a me guy. He's giving one out for the peeps. W Muffin Top Mobster. Appreciate you, my man. I know you're not high on South Carolina this year, Krabs, but Vanderbilt is getting a lot of love this week. Thoughts? If they're getting a lot of love, I haven't seen it. Probably because I'm on Hokies Twitter, and everybody is crying and hates Diago Pavia's guts. There's not one guy who has made our team sadder, more depressed and angry in my lifetime, at least not in the ACC. There hasn't been one guy, a non-ACC opponent, who has fucked us over, stuffed us in a locker more than Diago Pavia. So I'm probably just not getting that slurpage on my feed, but I could see it. I could see both teams, South Carolina and Vandy, getting some slurpage, but I don't want to start there. We'll get there. I want to start out by talking about Thursday here real quick. Doesn't it look a little too easy? The Wolfpack laying 7 against a bad Wake Forest team. It does. We just got to decide if we're sacking up and we're actually betting on the fucking Demon Deacons, man. I'm down, Jovan. Just say the words.
Oh, I'm betting on the Deacons.
Nasty.
100%.
It's nasty.
100%.
Okay. Look, we were talking a lot of shit, though, about the Demon Deacons QB. They won by 1 in week 1.
He's awful. He's a running back. Robbie Ashford.
Yeah, Ashford. Yeah.
That's the exact like type of quarterback that has always given NC State some trouble, and I think is going to continue to give them trouble this year. And especially the fact that it's after a very emotional back and forth win. It's just a spot that has to be taken.
Yep. I agree, AB. Fuck Whip Babcock. Dude cheats on his wife. He sucks. Bad person, bad guy. Get him out of here. Agreed. Could not have said it better myself. Yep. And yes, let's go ahead and bring it back here. Reel it in. Robbie Ashford. Not a great QB, but not a great matchup for NC State. That's for sure. Am I worried about Hollywood Smothers running all over Wake Forest? Yeah. But if they could slow him down, I like their chances. Also, CJ Bailey might be him. 6'6" beast down there in Raleigh. If only somebody had him on their top 10 QB rankings in college football and got you guys hip. Well, CJ might struggle for the first time this season against Wake Forest on the road. This is a big game for Wake. I think those fans will show up. I think the students will be there unless they're going to the library. A lot of smart kids down there in Wake. I think they'll show up for this one. Thursday Night Football. Right?
Yeah.
They should be there. Should be relatively loud. First time chatter, we got the Ravens winning. Sure. And a boy, Goots. Goots, be honest. Did you just make a new Twitch account and drop that in the chat? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, give me Wake Forest. Give me the +7 here. And we'll be on the nasty play of the weekday games, and that's Wake +7. Line looks short. Totals down. That tells me the dog is going to be barking, keeping that game close. All these weekday games last year in the ACC were fucking weird, man. They're really all close. They're all weird. It's a muck show. It can be Wake with the points. Okay. We'll skip through some of these moose shit games. Like, I'm not going to talk about Indiana. They're going to beat Indiana State. Easiest schedule ever. It's ridiculous. We're not going to talk about Syracuse laying 38 to Colgate. They better fucking win and cover that game. What about Colorado and Houston on Friday night, Jovan? How about Colorado Dion putting his foot down, making a statement saying, we're benching our QB. He sucks. We're not going with the 5-star. We're going with the 3rd-string QB. What are your thoughts on that? He must be looking pretty good at practice.
Yeah, he looked pretty good in the game. I knew something was up. I mean, obviously, when he was so adamant about playing multiple quarterbacks before last week's game. So I was like, I feel like that's something that you just let happen if the game gets out of hand. But he was like adamant about doing it in the regular flow of the game, which is fine. And Staub looked great. Caden Salter still sucks. And I'm glad that we got to finally find that out. But the savior is now coming in for the Buffs offense, and Connor Weigman's up to -5.5.
Huh. What do you want to take in this game, anything?
I mean, I don't want to take Houston, but when you've got the hype train rolling around about how this is the guy that's going to turn the offense and the line moves a field goal towards the rat shit Cougs, that probably tells a story. That's all you need to know.
Why not just the under in this game?
Probably is.
Right. Lights bright, first start for the 3rd string. Houston's bad, but they're 2-0. Totals down to 44.5. Why not just the under?
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
That's probably what I would take if I had to take something in this game, but I'll probably just be rooting for my future on Colorado under 5.5 wins. Okay? Yep, Salter's moose. Colorado's moose, but we cannot forget that Houston is also just as moose.
Moose.
Just as moose. If not more moose. Okay. We did not do the squad ride yet, Randope. We saved the best for last, my man. Here's a weird game. Friday night. Man, this should be a good one. Kansas State. I just got the fucking chills looking at this game, and I probably shouldn't because it's Kansas State. Kansas State, Arizona. The overrated bowl. If only you could have 3 teams playing each other and get the Hokies involved. Kansas State, Arizona. You got Fafita, overrated Arizona. Although they're 2-0, they've done job so far. They're dogs at home, Jovan. They're dogs at home against Kansas State, who just lost to Army outright. You know what my brain's telling me. But I'm telling my brain to shut the hell up and stay off this game. My contrarian ass wants to take Kansas State after losing outright to Army. But this could be a good lesson and a good reminder, guys. Sometimes in any sport, especially baseball, if I haven't made this clear about baseball, I mean, Jesus, you guys aren't watching the show or listening. Sometimes you have to put teams off to the side. Sometimes you have to put players off to the side. Not as much in football. In football, you can almost always just bet the nasty, weird line, and you're making coins. Football, it's the least prominent here with that strategy. Baseball, it's the most prominent. But, Jovan, is this one of those cases where Kansas State just sucks? They're still getting respect preseason, and they should be put off to the side, or have we not heard no bell? And are we betting on the fucking Wildcats against the Wildcats?
I think we put them off to the side against good teams. Arizona, not a good team. They suck.
Huh.
Noah Fafita sucks. And if Arizona cannot run the ball consistently, they suck. And Kansas State's run defense hasn't looked great, but you got to look at who it was against. It was in the rain against Iowa State, which is tough. Like, it was also Army with like a weird, how do you game plan for that, especially with a backup quarterback? And it's also like back-to-back games coming from, I guess, overseas to back home for a couple games. Now you go on the road.
Lord. Don't get too excited.
Choking on coffee. Now you go on the road, and then maybe it's a new change of scenery for them. But I hate Avery Johnson as much as you, and I've been pumping that drum. But this game just screams at you. This is one. You also forget, too. I know they had a Big 12 game in Iowa State, but I think this is the official start of conference play for them. So it's kind of like a reset, especially when you're going for the Big 12 championship, which in reality, like all of these teams in the Big 12 that are going to end, like the Big 12 champion, I've been saying this all off season leading up to the Big 12 champion is probably going to have 3 losses. So it's not like you're ever dead. Not in the old format where you would have been DOA if you're Kansas State. Like, you're still kind of alive because you're in the Big 12 race. It's like you're not over and you're not dead. If there's any buy low spot for them, it's now.
Beluga Goat Whale getting involved with a resub. How about this? Shout the VT plug. Okay. W Beluga Goat Whale. Guys, I apologize for making you tail VT this season. That's on me. That's on me. You might hear me cracking jokes, making fun of the school. You might hear me talking about Whit Babcock cheating on his wife. You will not see me having the Hokies on the Sharp Report, on any bet slips, any more the rest of the season. I don't care if they win out. I don't care if they win out. You will not see them. Okay? Couple things. We got Asta coming in with some breaking news here. NCAA has permanently banned 3 Fresno State and San Jose State players for gambling on their own and each other's games.
Okay.
What are we doing, bro?
Okay.
What are we doing? That's crazy. Is that why San Jose State had 5 turnovers last week, but they still covered because Texas sucks?
That was the most insane stretch I've ever seen.
Yep.
That was
5 turnovers. They honestly might have been throwing games.
They might have been throwing that game. And I think maybe they also nuked Central Michigan money line week 1 after I think they were double-digit favorites in that game and put up 2 touchdowns, if that.
God, that's so crazy. Oh, not football, basketball?
Oh, it was basketball.
Huh.
Oh, they also that was you know what?
Excuse me.
That basketball whole situation with how guys were mysteriously missing for weeks on end.
Yep.
Was that kind of makes a little more sense for San Jose State.
Yeah. No, it totally makes sense. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are fucking nuts right now.
I don't know who the guys are, but weird.
Was Jalen Bedford, was he on Fresno State last year or was he on New Mexico?
UNLV,
I know it's not the right time to be asking those questions, but
UNLV, am I tripping?
You know what? It was UNLV. My fault. That's a Hokie, by the way. Man.
Nah.
You know, so many sharp spots for San Jose State last year didn't come through. Fuck them. I lost some coins on those boys, and they were throwing games. Scumbags. A generation of gambling addicted are going to be playing these sports in a few years. It's going to be crazy. One shot. I hope these kids' brains work enough to understand that they will go to prison if they get caught, and the juice is not worth the squeeze. But again, there's always going to be, somebody who fucks everything up. There's always going to be a mistake. There's always going to be, somebody dumb enough to, try and make some money on the side. And, I hope they catch every single one of them because it's the one thing that can fuck everything up.
Yeah.
The one thing that can fuck everything up. It comes down to being able to sleep at night. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, you fuck up every once in a while. You do something bad, hopefully not too bad. Everybody on earth, all 8 billion people make mistakes. What you can't do is be a bad person and cost people money and rig games. You can't do that. No excuses there. No excuses there. Cannot be forgiven. I hope they scare the living heck out of these kids, make an example out of them if they're guilty. So that way, less people in the future do this. But you're right. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, especially with these mid-majors. Got to be careful. Okay? That's why you keep the units low. Keep the units low. Okay? Literally, first week of class was about gambling, and that was when I was in college 50 years ago. Wow. They need to bring that back and teach some gambling education. Maybe, Jovan, maybe we can do a tour. I'll take the ACC, you take the Big 12, and maybe we can remind these kids. It's not worth it. Get us in those locker rooms.
I'll take the independence.
Goods got the independence, and W Goods. That should be a pretty quick trip there. It's just Notre Dame and Army.
What? Notre Dame, UMass, and Army? Yeah.
Okay.
I think those are the three. Got it.
Yeah. Man. Scumbags. Inexcusable. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. I will be on Kansas State on Friday night for better or for worse. And by the way, I still believe in Avery Johnson. I cannot believe I just said that. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's move. Let's groove. If I'm coach, I'm saying exactly what Jovan just said. Hit the reset button. This is conference play. The 3 games of the season that you already played don't mean shit. Move on. Hit the reset button. You have a chance to make an impact and still do something in this conference. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Play hard for your seniors. Hit the reset button. Avery Johnson, get your fucking head out of your ass and run the ball.
Yeah, that part's not even on him. Like,
run the ball.
I don't know why they think he's a pocket passer and don't call design runs for him anymore.
I don't get it.
It's unbelievable because he's a terrible thrower of the football. But separate conversation. We'll see what happens.
Man, let the kid run. Give him a chance. I don't get it. Maybe they're saving that game script for conference play. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And they've been playing, they've been losing in a lot of these games early on in the season. So they really haven't had the opportunity to run a ton. So let's hope they establish that early on against a quail shit defense in Arizona. Okay? Give me Kansas State on the money line for better or for worse. Any thoughts on UCLA and New Mexico? I don't have many here besides Nico is just a bad football player, but
yeah, Nico sucks. End of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Question now becomes, with the better games, who's the fake sharp dog that everybody's taking? Because there is plenty of Georgia Tech out there, and there is plenty of Tennessee out there, and they're the same exact scenario damn near.
What are your thoughts? Who do you think is the fake sharp POD of the weekend in college?
Might be Clemson, or I guess Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech?
Yeah. If I had to pick one of the two, in my head, I would say, or I guess gut would more say, you have Joey Aguilar's coming from a group of 5, and despite the fact that he's looked good against a shit P4 team and then an FCS team, who also looked good against those two teams? Fucking Nico at the beginning of the year, and Tennessee fans wanted to crown him. So my gut would probably say that him going up against the Georgia defense, even though it is at home, is probably the spot to do it. But Clemson, after they should have lost handily to Troy. Troy was dominating that game. And I still don't think they are going to have any sort of big turnaround and be this great team that we all thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. But when you've got a spot like that coming off of that game, that feels a lot more trappy to me than the other game.
Yep. Haynes King's going to play. He's at least practicing this week. I'm sure he's going to play.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this Georgia Tech team, their culture, their QB. Sure, he can't throw as well, but yeah, Jovan, I can see it. I think that's probably the fake sharp POD here. And I actually talked about this series in a video I made on my Insta. I said Georgia Tech loses this game and they get their revenge in the ACC championship, and they beat Clemson in the ACC championship. I'm still sticking to that, but you cannot ignore that 3.5 point spreads.
Yeah.
But again, who the heck wants to bet on Clemson right now after they're 1-1, played like shit in week 1, and almost lost to Troy in week 2? So I think you're probably right there, Jovan. I think maybe that look-ahead line of Clemson -9 will probably keep me off of Georgia Tech.
Good point from St. John, too. I saw that this morning. Got Aguilar's dad talking shit on Twitter.
What are we doing, man?
You're inviting shit to not age
doing?
well. Saying, look at the teams, look at the stats, who won the trade. Obviously, Nico sucks, but your fucking son has played against Syracuse, and I forget the FCS team that has played. But we're victory lapping after that when you have Kirby Smart, who Kirby Smart is the most delusional, or he gets his players and program to be the most delusional about them being disrespected and the underdog in every sort of situation. You give them this much, he'll take a fucking mile. That is horrible.
Yep. W Rowdy. Stay hot, Rowdy. You're fucking go-to beast. I'm with you, Jovan. And the gambling gods. They hear that shit and they laugh.
Of course.
They hear that shit and they laugh. Why are we doing victory laps 2 weeks into the season?
2 weeks.
I think I was the only person out of 8 billion people that said they liked Joey Aguilar before the season.
No, you're
so
right.
I'm going to hold on to some hope
You've been
here.
on the train, and he's looked good.
I'm going to hold on to some hope here, but I'm with you, Jovan. It scares me. But I'd much rather bet Tennessee than Georgia Tech. Let's take a peep at 1 or 2 more ranked games here, and then we're going to talk about the NFL briefly. Okay, 1 or 2 more games here. USF and Miami. Let's talk about it. I want to lay it. I want to fade the Bulls.
Figured you would.
Carson Beck has impressed me. I want to fade the Bulls, who are coming off of 2 unbelievable upset wins to start their season. They're probably thinking they're himmy, as my guy Goots would say. And I think they get a reminder that they are playing a tough, solid, NIL-fueled Miami squad, and Carson Beck has looked good. Might be the Carson Beck revenge season.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
I'm down. I also think this game has points in it.
Yeah.
Total's gone up 3 points. USF has been great with their defense the first 2 games, but I think they're also going to have to be a lot more aggressive with their offense because Boise State, Maddox Madsen couldn't throw a pass. Shocker. He's fucking horrible and was carried by Genty last year. And then Florida was just confusing all the way. They couldn't do anything on offense. So everything they were doing the last 2 games was very conservative, methodical, long, and drawn out. I think now, especially with the fact that they're also going to have a lot of pressure in Byron Brown's face, got to be a lot more aggressive.
All right. Florida plus 7.5 against LSU. Please say yes.
I'm good.
Dude.
I'll be honest. I'm good.
No shots.
Yeah. I'd love to back him. The spot screams back him. I also don't think, obviously, we found out from last week's Clemson antics that they are not as good, which in turn overrates LSU, but I think it might start to spiral for a little bit before they regain it in terms of Florida.
I disagree, and I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. That's your squad. That's your guy.
Forget
this is when you stand on biz.
This was on the LSU preview for me, though, this game, on the spread, which was kind of assuming they were going to go into this game without a loss to USF. But regardless, I don't know. What I've learned from Billy Napier and his tenure is when you're hot, you're hot. When you're cold, it spirals until you have somewhat of a chance against a shit team to kind of regain it. So, like, going into Death Valley after that is tough. It's like, I remember last year, like, it was, I forget which game was first, but between, like, Miami and Texas A&M, I think Miami was first. Like, they got fucking killed. Then it was, maybe they bounced back against Texas A&M. Nope. Maybe they bounce back the next game. Nope. Then they have, I guess, shittier competition to regain it. And what do you know? They catch fire at the end of the year. I think that's their only hope.
Okay. W. Ahanraid, you're him. We got a first-time chatter. Clemson ML is a total lock. Colorado sucks. I don't disagree with either of those statements. Sloth boy for you.
Clemson.
I like your style. Sloth boy. I do. All right. Real quick, I need the Goots Analytics on Texas A&M and Notre Dame before we move here.
Might beat him by 50.
Okay. No bias whatsoever. Go Irish, go. Go Irish, go. Okay.
Shocking from Goots there.
All jokes aside, I probably would lean the Irish, but I'm not sold on CJ Carr. I'll say it.
Yeah.
All right. No need to go down that path because it's going to result in anger and arguments. Let's go ahead and move on to the NFL. Jovan, there's one game you keep talking about that just cannot stay off my mind, and it's fading your Bucks. I know it's Monday night, but that's got to be one of your most confident reads so far this season. No?
It is. Feel just as confident and as I did in saying they're going to win last week.
Yep.
So that'll be very unfortunate. I told you, I was talking about this before we started the stream, but if there was any hope that I had in my mind for the Bucks winning this game, I would have gone to the game. I would be going. I'd be on my way to Houston before the games were over on Sunday. It's the reason I'm not going.
Houston. All right. Yeah, it's probably a Houston masterclass. And CJ Stroud and Nico Collins probably pop off here against that secondary. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to take some shots over the top, which is great for Nico. Plus, you got Stroud prepared for all the pressure that was going to be in his face. You got him to fall on his face 1 week. Todd Bowles going to send a lot. So now you get to scheme against it. It's all going to set up much better, unfortunately, for the Bucks, but fortunate probably for our units.
Yeah. Can we take a peep at the data in the Thursday night game here real quick? I'm very curious about tomorrow's game. The Commanders and the Packers. Can we take a peep at what people are betting on? Kind of what I expected, 60-40-ish. 60-40-ish. Maybe some more bets on the under than I initially expected there, but okay. All right. Jovan, are the Commanders winning this game?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But wouldn't be surprised if they sneak in the back door with Ma. I'm just a big Packers guy. And I was prior to the Micah trade. We've talked about it prior to last week, too. So
Micah owns us.
Yeah, he's probably going to have his way with some of that O-line. But I don't know. The Packers aren't a team that I really want to fade, even though we're probably going to get there come tomorrow and see a lot of Packers.
Okay. Yeah. This game puts my head in a blender.
Yeah.
Because the Commanders' defense really impressed me. But is that going to translate?
Look great. They look great.
On the road in Lambeau compared to being at home against the Giants? Big time shift. Big time shift in environments there. So scares me a little bit. But man, that defense looked good. I think I still lean the first half under. Maybe a first quarter under. TBD. We'll wait to lock in something for tomorrow, guys. I think we're going to do some sort of Commanders night sweats tomorrow night with Trent. I know Jovan is out. He's traveling this weekend. That's okay. But we're going to do something for this Commanders game tomorrow. So clear your schedules. If you made plans with your buddies, do me a favor, cancel them. Okay? Because we got a big night of night sweats tomorrow night. W's. All right. Jags and Bengals. Hearing a lot of Jags talk and probably a lot of Jags bets. Honestly, let's check the splits on that puppy and see where the early action is at. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I mean, who wants to bet on the Bengals, right?
Yeah, I saw something on the feed, though. It was like the fact that you are ever given a hook is absurd. Be taking that, which in part could be true, especially how it's transpired the last year or so. But it also makes you look at this game and say, "Holy shit, doesn't look easy."
Yep.
Realistically, this is probably. I think both these offenses are going to be electric in this game. We talked about this being maybe the square over the week, which is crazy. The fact that the over-under splits look like that. But even if this game is close, I think this could be back and forth touchdowns, and the spread won't end up mattering anyway. But separate conversation.
All those bets on the under.
I'm shocked that there's that much on the under this early in Jags Bengals of all games.
What is good with that? No wonder why the totals come down a point. That's crazy.
No, what?
Look at that. Yeah, it sucks because I like both these teams. But who wants to bet on the Bengals? It reminds me kind of like the spot for Clemson. Who wants to bet on the Bengals after they almost lost to the Browns? They should have lost to the Browns. So weird. Joe played terrible. But guys, remember, Joe always plays terrible against the Browns. Jamar Chase always plays terrible against the Browns. If only somebody told you guys that last week. Hear a lot of Colts talk. Everybody's now a Colts fan all of a sudden. Shout out Fruity. Crazy. After 1 week of Danny Dimes, now he's going to face an actually good defense. Are we taking the bait here with the Colts? I'll be honest. Colts might end up being a public dog here. And look at those splits, brother. Look at those splits. Again,
Yeah.
probably not confident enough to fade the Colts here, but certainly will not be betting on them. That I know. Probably a stay-off game for me, but Broncos didn't look great against the Titans. That game probably should have been, a way closer game if Callahan knew how to fucking coach. But man, we're not going to hear a single we're not going to hear a single Broncos ticket or sell job this entire weekend. So you probably know how that goes. And I'm already hearing a lot of Daniel Jones and Colts hype. I'm hearing a lot of Jonathan Taylor hype, and hope you guys are right on that one.
Yeah. I will say, though, like the one thing, remember last year when we were talking about Stroud, you know what they did to him in his sophomore slump year, why he was bad? They played pretty much nothing but zone against him because he couldn't figure it out. You know who ran more than 90% zone in week 1?
Broncos?
Titans against the Broncos.
Oh, sure.
And Bo Nix threw
yes.
two pretty horrid picks. So I wonder if that's something that, just like Stroud, is going to stick around until he can't figure it out. So I'm not running. Of course, I'm very anti-Bo Nix and good returns on that early, but week 1. But I'm not running to back him, I guess. But I just wonder if that's going to linger until he figures it out.
I think the under in this game is the play, but it seems like a lot of people are on that wave already. So that's early sharp money. I like the under in this game. Okay. What else is looking weird? We got time for a couple more here. Eagles and Chiefs. Eagles flip to a fave, -1.5 on the road, open up +1.5. Now they're -1.5 on the road after the Chiefs lost. I guess not that surprising. I mean, this could be a Pat Mahomes stands on business and puts up 300 passing yards. Could be a good demon luck type of game here. Could be another square over potentially here. And I like the Chiefs as a dog.
That's rare. I'm just looking at this game and I'm saying that the Chiefs are at home. I know that Eagles, even though they won, didn't really look great in doing it, but the Chiefs are going fave to dog at home when you know how the hell are they going to start 0-2 of all teams.
I think people think they suck now. I keep seeing videos on my feed. The Chiefs need to change and adapt with the NFL. I'm like, shut the hell up. They have Mahomes 100%. And Andy Reid. They're going to be fine.
100%. Can't ignore. I mean, the level of Chiefs hate there was before the season, talking about the division. But
exactly
on a single game by game basis, I think probably more than not, you would look at this game and think, how the fuck did the Chiefs start 0-2? But
we just saw this game in the Super Bowl, and the Eagles destroyed the Chiefs.
Yeah. I kind of want the Chiefs. I'm scared to push the button.
Yeah, it's still betting on the Chiefs. Yep. Krabs and Jovan, I have been offered Jalen Waddle for Jordan Mason. Mason's my RB3. Harvey's my RB4. Do you need a receiver bad?
Yeah, it's more of a your needs question.
I don't hate the move, but I like both those guys. So, I mean, I've been first team all Jordan Mason slurper for a year now. I don't know if I go around trading him, but if you have a wide receiver problem, then yeah, sure. Guys, I'll do something tomorrow, whether it's Twitter Spaces, whether it's TikTok Live, Insta Live, to help you guys out with your fantasy lineups. I'm going to start doing that this year. Okay? So before sweats tomorrow, I'm going to fire up something. Stay posted. You guys know I post whatever I'm doing is going to be posted with a time, a link, whatever on my X, on Twitter. So please get involved tomorrow. I'll help you guys, and I will answer any of your fantasy football questions. I know that's something you guys want to hear more of in the Big 2-5. We are happy to help. Okay. Oh, are we taking the Dolphins or what, man? Is it too trendy? Because now I'm seeing the squares. This could be one of those triple reverse fades.
Yeah, I think this might be triple reverse.
Even the squares are coming out of the woodwork saying, "Ooh, Dolphins are winning. Dolphins," because even they can see how crazy this is, and they know how bad the Dolphins played. Could this be a triple reverse fade?
Certainly could. I would feel a lot better about it if we get confirmations that Christian Gonzalez is playing. Because if he plays, I think that actually forces – it's a tougher matchup, and I don't want to say you eliminate Tyreek from the game, but that forces Mike McDaniel to get into his fucking bag because you're going to have to draw up everything on the other side of the field. That's when he gets in his duff instead of that bullshit that he was trying to call last game against a lot of zone, frankly, from the Colts. So I'm in on that. That also makes me feel good about Waddle.
Yep. Trying to do some research here on Christian Gonzalez. He is not going to practice today, but this beat reporter says he will not be surprised if he plays on Sunday. Hasn't practiced since July 28th. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's been out for a bit. Nagging. Okay. Why are you looking at that, though? Just rapid fire. Giants, points. And Seahawks, maybe not points, but the two dogs that are giving me looks.
Are we not just taking the over in the Giants-Cowboys game?
Yeah, something. That's why I said Giants points. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that game, whether it's just their team total over, their spread, or just the over in the game. Something that revolves around a Russ masterclass. Maybe we can also include the Cowboys.
Yep. Okay. TBD on that one. What was the second game
TBD
you brought
on
up
that
there?
one. Seahawks.
Ooh. Yep.
We talked about it yesterday, and that
Seahawks
certainly does
or the
not
under in that game.
Yeah, certainly does not revolve around points in that game.
We'll see if I can talk myself into betting on Sam Darnold. I probably will be able to by Sunday.
Okay, this could also just be Steelers team total under.
Yeah. That's music to my fucking ears, man.
That's the Krabs formula right there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Chat is asking about an early play for today. Here's a link to a two-piece that I locked in with Freddie Peralta, more than 1.5 earned runs allowed, and Jake Irvin and Yuri Perez, Nerfy. Okay. There it is. Nasty. I know that Jake Irvin, Yuri Perez game is not early, but the one square is. So there's the link to the two-piece that we crafted up earlier. Okay.
A's is also early. So you could put
A's is also an early play, and Shea Langoliers from Jovan Sharp Report. Yes, great point. So if you want another square there, lock in Shea Langoliers. Okay? Dubs, great call. Goots, get up here, man. I need a Goots POD of the weekend. Goots play of the day of the weekend. I need a Goots play of the day of the weekend. What line is looking at you funny?
Does it have to be NFL?
No, but it cannot be Notre Dame.
It's not. I'm taking Clemson.
Wow.
Okay.
All the hate.
You're sniffing out a fake sharp spot there.
I think Cade comes out and
drops meat on tape.
Yeah.
Okay. Goots PODs are 1-0.
I just locked him in.
I think we actually made Goots' PODs 2-0. I think we gave him a freebie. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
What was the first one? Why am I blanking on what the? Oh,
the first one was Buffalo.
Yeah, and then I had Wagner. Remember?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
The huge spread when they were playing like Georgia or something.
Yeah.
That cashed. So yeah, 2-0.
Yep.
2-0 Goots.
2-0.
Both dogs. Too. Now we're going to a favorite.
Wow. I like it.
See how that goes.
Switch it up a little bit here.
Yep.
Goots POD of weekend, Clemson.
All
right.
Shout out.
Love it. Love it.
Also,
there will be BTL.
Take a look at and yes, there will be BTL. I'll finish that for you. BTL tomorrow. Not from me Friday. I don't know if you're running it Friday.
We'll do something on Friday, yeah.
Something on Friday, but yes.
Weekend previews tomorrow.
Weekend previews tomorrow. And also while we're talking about Clemson Krabs, if you want to see a very parallel line to the Clemson and Tennessee games, you know whose looks very, very similar?
Who?
Troy.
Oh boy.
Who is now plus 3.5 at home after almost beating Clemson. You know who they're playing?
Who are they playing, dude? I've not looked at that game yet.
Ryan Silverfield and the Memphis Tigers.
Memphis.
After, frankly, they looked like shit for a majority of the game.
They did.
On the road against Georgia State. Still covered, though.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Maybe that's a fake sharp spot there for Troy.
I think that's the secret. Out of all the big-time fake sharp spots, you get the G5 one ripped in there.
Huh. I still feel like I kind of like Troy there, but I hear you. And I'm not going to be betting Troy after they almost just beat Clemson. And I will not be fading Memphis after they almost just lost last week. So, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I don't love it myself, but I certainly would not be betting Troy after that legacy game. So I hear you. Okay. Am I a little bit worried about your Memphis biases? Maybe creeping in here, and maybe it's a little forced, maybe a hair.
Well, you got to remember, it's not a just bias like liking the team. It's a betting bias.
Sure.
That's why I've been aggressive betting them so far this year, because I plan to do it very often, because I think they're going to be extremely undervalued. Plus, this morning I got a notie from that green app talking about the live G5 underdog of the week. And you know, I know who that was.
I'll take a guess here and say Troy.
Yeah.
All right. All right, you might have me. I might be back in. All right, we got a couple subbies coming in here, Jovan, before we get to the squad ride. Book of Chew getting involved with a resub. And boy, Book of Chew.
Sure.
What's up, Chew? Good to see you, Chew. Hope you have a great day today, my man. And Lapine Skins, after talking a lot of smack today, he says it's not personal, just business. And he's coming in, giving out a subby to the people. W. Lapine Skins. W. Lapine Skins.
Can I give
Still
an
the craziest
here?
Craziest name in all the land. We got a Goots honorable mention POD. Holy shit.
I don't care if Brock Purdy doesn't play. I think McCaffrey might have game of the year against Saints.
Yep.
And
I will be starting McCaffrey in my DFS league this week. I don't care how expensive he is.
I think that spread's telling also. So,
okay.
Kind of like the Niners.
I don't want to make a habit out of fading the Saints this season, but could be a decent spot too.
Yeah.
Yes. Jovan, thoughts on the Goots POD of weekend honorable mention?
No, I'm with that. CMC Splooge Fest. Absolutely down.
Okay. All right. Dubs, what's Krabs play? I was not here for it. We got all the plays scrolling across the bottom ticker, my man. And if you missed it, Goots does a really good job of posting the Sharp Report every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, right on the fucking dot on the Bookit Sports X. So, W Goots, appreciate you, my man. Keep killing it. W Chew in the chat, and W Subbies coming in hot today, boys. We appreciate the support. Hope you guys are tailing. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, or great week, excuse me. And I hope you guys cash this upcoming weekend. We will have BTL the next 2 days. Tomorrow, we're going to do the weekend previews early, like we did last week. And then Friday, I'll run something. Jovan will be out. He'll be out of pocket. That's okay. We will talk about these survivor picks tomorrow as well. Give us another night to lab those up for you guys, and we can give you guys a better take. All right. Randope says, BTL paid for my vacation. Randope, thank you for trusting my man and tailing and bringing the good vibes. All right. You boys ready for... Sure. You boys ready for a squad ride redemption play?
Need that.
Need it? Goods? Run it. Aston not going to be able to run the surge stream today. That's Trent's job, but I appreciate you looking out. Okay? All right. Athletics on the ML.
I mean, that game starts in an hour and a half. As much as I'd love to do it.
Is it a winner?
Early squad ride is cake. It's always cake.
Wow, it's pretty soft. I'm not going to lie.
It's always cake, man.
We did get the last early one.
I don't think we did we?
Yeah, it was an early under, and we hit it.
Might have been
a week and a half ago.
It might have been right after cake. Because I know there was one very soon, or not too long ago before that.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it out. I was hoping you'd be standing on business there, but I get it.
Nah, fucking with standing on business. They were fucking winning.
Wow.
They're winning again.
Put some fucking hair on your chest over there, man. Have some confidence.
Hair on chest.
Come on now.
They're winning the game.
Hair on chest. They're winning this game.
Fuck the Sox.
Fuck the Sox. Let's put them in there. Athletics on the money line. They're winning. Love it. Nats, Marlins, first 5 under 4.5. And then we got to talk. I like these options today a lot. We either got to take my first 5 over in the Astros Blue Jays, or we're going to take the Astros Blue Jays over 9.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm biased because I like the full game, but I do think it makes some sense to keep the bullpens in there after how taxed and destroyed they are after yesterday.
What do you think,
So
Okay. What do you think, Goots? Think we get full game here? Okay. Okay. Let's go Astros, Blue Jays, over 9. Listen, guys. I know we made a big stink about the Athletics today. Early start. Love seeing the confidence oozing from Jovan here. If that wasn't going on, there'd be meat on tape, mini meg vibe talks about this over in the Astros and the Blue Jays. I want that on record. I want that on record. I hate overs. I haven't taken an over unless I'm tailing Jovan or tailing the squad ride like in the Notre Dame over. I haven't taken an over in weeks. Love this over today. Been a while.
Don't let it get swept. I feel like a lot of our collab plays have been getting very, very swept as of recent. They've been doing well, knock on wood.
Okay.
Don't let it get swept just because you want to mean vote. Best play, doesn't matter what it is.
Yep. That's exactly my point. Do not just pick the Athletics because you want to see Jovan get super angry or get to talk a lot of shit after the fact. Either way, pick the play you know is fucking hitting. That's how we win. That's how we win. And if that's the Athletics, that's the Athletics. If it's the over in Astros and Blue Jays, it's the over in the Astros and the Blue Jays. If it's that nasty Nats first 5 under, then boom, vote for that shit. Okay? Don't mean vote. Vote with your heart and vote with your gut. If you vote with your heart and vote with your gut, we win. If you vote with your heart and vote with your gut, we win. It's that simple. Okay? It's that simple. Let's get that poll up. 3 plays, 3 winners, 3 minutes. 3 plays, 3 winners, 3 minutes. Okay? Athletics on the money line, early start. We got the Nats and Marlins first 5 under 4.5, and the Astros, Blue Jays over 9. Hurry up, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Hurry up, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Get involved. Get involved. Please. Okay, a lot of Snell questions today. You guys won't see me fading Snell. Not anymore. I like the under in that game, actually, because I think Freeland is out for blood after that whole debacle. And he's looked pretty good since that debacle. So he's out for blood. The under push last night, I was on that one. Although it didn't hit. It was a solid read. Not the worst of reads. We take a push. The under again today. I do. I like the under again today in that game. Guys, get involved. 3 plays, 3 winners. Please lock in your vote. Hurry up, go, go, go. If you don't see the poll, you're probably watching on YouTube. And that's okay. But I need you to step up, be a team player, not be a me guy, and make your way to the Twitch. You still got 2 minutes. Hurry up, go, go, go. If you're watching on YouTube right now, I appreciate the support, and you better be subbed. But I need you to go to Twitch, type in Bookit Sports, click the live icon, and the poll will pop up right there in the chat. Hurry up. Cannot be easier. 2 words. Go, go, go. 2 words. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Get involved in the poll. 3 plays, 3 winners. Athletics money line. Nats Marlins. First 5 under 4.5. Looks like we're getting a Jake Irvin perfect game. And then the Astros and the Blue Jays over 9. 3 plays, 3 winners. 3 plays, 3 winners. No surge today. The squad is recording the coin toss, W coin toss. You guys better all watch that shit and drop a like on that puppy as well. Okay? Dubs. 3 plays, 3 winners. Hurry up, get those votes in. Go, 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 go. Go. Get involved. Okay? Let's cash. Let's stay hot. Let's bounce back after last night's squad ride L and lock in a winner for today. Okay? What should I watch when there's no search? You should watch, go on the Bookit Sports YouTube and go check out some of the shorts that Preston's posting. You can do that. You can do that. Go check out the content over there on the YouTube page. Go watch some of the old vlogs. Okay? Dubs. Excited for the coin toss. All right? Get involved. Get those votes in. Hurry up. Go, go, go. Looks like it's going to be the over in the Astros and the Blue Jays. That ain't no problem. Runs and fun, rare. Runs and fun, rare. Go watch Chewy hit up the strip club on GTA. Yep. Yep. Dubs. When's the next Krabs vlog? I'm waiting for Preston to hit me back up about some content that we did last week. He told me he's hitting me up today or this week. Haven't heard yet. Should be soon. Okay? Dubs. All right. Looks like we got the over in the Astros and the Blue Jays. Love that play. Let's cash this over tonight, guys. If you're looking for something to do this afternoon, go check out the old vlogs, the old posts on the Bookit Sports YouTube. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be.